look good. Okay.
You act like you need reminding, trying to do it over, bring it back and wind it, but all that glitters isn't gold.
I'm not gonna lie, no I didn't. I DoorDashed, and on DoorDash the Cardi B offset meal was $17. Who? And plus the meal is like 2 burgers, a fry, a barbecue sauce, and some nuggets I think, and 2 drinks. I feel like McDonald's could do way better like with that, because when you tell me like, oh, so-and-so got a meal at McDonald's, I'm thinking like, so I know they didn't say like sandwich, they said meal, but at the same time, like, provide a toy. Like, you know, didn't the Travis Scott meal have a toy? Like, provide a toy. Like, you really just putting all the stuff that you already have in a box. I don't know, I just don't really see what's too special about it, but what do I know? Anyway, hey y'all, it's your girl Maya. I'm back at it again on this YouTube grind. This is like, that has been like my 60th time kind of going off the face of the earth like that with this YouTube stuff. But y'all, it's 2023 and there's content to be made and we gotta pay the bills. So I'm back. I mean, it wasn't too long of a break. Well, before the pop-up shop video, it has been, well, no, not even. I've been at least uploading a video once per month, but of course that's not what I want to do. Like, I want to post way more for you guys, like post more content. Like, anyway, we're getting off topic again, but we're gonna go ahead and get right into my unpopular opinions, and I have a good 18 of these written down, but honestly, if something pops up in my mind, I'm gonna say it. The first one I have is, college isn't for everybody, but having some type of education very much is, because there are too many ignorant people on this planet. Like, it just don't make no sense. Like, and honestly, of course I can understand, like, okay, you can go to college and still be dumb and stuff, or like get some type of education and still be dumb, but like, speaking from like an economic point of view, baby, these jobs are getting tougher and tougher and tougher, and unless you want to work at McDonald's for the rest of your life, or Target for the rest of your life, or Walmart for the rest of your life, which, I'm fine with that if you're fine with that. I just feel like people just need to have some sort of education under their belt, whether you went to cosmetology school, whether you went to UCLA, Yale, Harvard, overseas, what they got, welding school, like barber school. Do something, have something under your belt, because the way this economy looking, you need to have you a little something under your belt to at least, if you went to cosmetology school, you can do you can do nails on the side, you can do hair on the side. Welding school, you can weld on the side, like, you know. I mean, even just many trade schools, like even 2-year colleges. Like, I don't understand why people give 2-year colleges like so much slack. Like, at least they get their education, and that's all I care about. Another unpopular opinion I have, everybody don't need to start a business. Just because you can do makeup does not mean you need to be an MUA. Like, just because you know how to cut out vinyl and put on a shirt does not mean that you need to start a clothing brand. I know I'm gonna ruffle a lot of feathers with that one, because like, it's so, I've been at my business, and I've been an entrepreneurial spirit. First of all, I've been an entrepreneurial spirit since I've been born, number one. Just speaking from like being in high school and like seeing how so many people had businesses and they like died out, you just wasted your time. My thing is, if you know you're not even going to have, if you know that you're not going to even stick with your business for at least 5 years, then don't even start unless you need the money, girl, get your money. A lot of people be starting these businesses and like these business ventures, and honestly, I love a good business, like I love a good entrepreneur, but I feel like, darn, you low-key just kind of let me down, because you're not even doing it no more. The page disabled, the page is gone. You don't even make rugs no more. I be sad when I see people who have businesses and then they stop doing it, and I be like, girl, why? But I mean, I guess everybody just don't need a business. Everybody don't need to start one, I guess. Also, going along with that business one, I said, not everybody need a YouTube channel, because, and I know a lot of y'all probably gonna look at that screen like, girl, you're not even consistent, but we're not talking about me right now. We're talking about y'all. It's a lot of people who start YouTube channels, and especially y'all who start a YouTube channel just to come in there and do smash or pass, and 20 girls compete for a guy, and First of all, who wants to do that? Like, I get it's entertainment, but at the end of the day, like, me personally, why would I go on basically national television and compete for a guy? I mean, even though I compete, we basically be competing in our everyday lives, but because you know, you be trying to be somebody number one stink, and sometimes you just be number 2 or number 4, and like, anywho, I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, not everybody need a YouTube channel, because some of the things and you know, you can get better at editing, you can get better at taking video, whatever, but a lot of y'all, that's another thing too, a lot of y'all see a lot of other people starting YouTube channels and y'all be like, oh, okay, word. No ma'am, stay in school. I'm not gonna bash those type of content creators too much, like the ones who do like smash or pass, light skin, dark skin. I did a video on that. I was one of those people, I'm not gonna lie. But it's like, it gets to a point, it gets to a point where those, like, that should be a stepping stone into actual content. You're making that your whole content, like, that's all you do? Like, come on, we as a people, we gotta do better, because that's all I see my people doing, especially black men. Black men always create that type of content, and I'm like, first of all, it's overdone. Like, you as a black man, like, you can create so much better content, especially when the content market for black men is so oversaturated with that type of stuff. Like, break out into, like, I would rather you do a gaming channel than you get on here talking about, would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter? Some of y'all need to stop thinking that the world revolves around you. And I know it's okay, you gonna be that girl, that guy, okay, yeah, per in your world. But a lot of y'all be trying to make yourselves like the queen of somebody else's world, and it just needs to stop. And I'm not gonna go into detail, I'm not gonna go into any explanation, because honestly, you should just know what that means. Now that it's been some time, I have more time to reflect on this opinion. But however, it kind of still stands. But I will explain before y'all try to dox me. Let me explain first. Rihanna's halftime show was very good, and you know, brought out some good hits. However, I would have liked to see a lot more done, and of course that was before she announced that she was pregnant again, because I was looking at the screen, I was like, okay, maybe it's postpartum. But apparently it wasn't. So, and I don't know how science works. But anyway, because I could have sworn, like, don't you have to wait a couple of months before you get pregnant again? Like, how long that baby been out her belly? Like, I'm just confused. With that being said, I will still say that her performance at the Super Bowl was all right. Me personally, was it like, let's be for real. Like, I know everybody's trying to give her the benefit of the doubt because she was pregnant and stuff, but at the same time, that's the Super Bowl. Like, and don't get me wrong, like, I'm not even gonna say it's terrible, because it wasn't terrible. It just wasn't a Super Bowl performance, I should say. You know what I'm saying? It was giving more like, this is what you did at the Grammys, like, you know, like your Grammy performance. It didn't give Super Bowl performance. And me being a long time watcher of Super Bowl performances, like from Katy Perry to, who was that, Coldplay with Beyonce, and even Beyonce's own, and Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, who else was a good one? The Weeknd was a good one to me personally. Who else was it? Bruno Mars was with Beyonce. Like, it, you know what I'm saying? For having those type of spectacular performances, who was it last year? Mary J. Blige and them? Like, you know, like having those types of spectacular performances, and then to come this year to like just levitating plates. Don't get me wrong, it was still good for the condition that she was in. However, I do feel like it could have been better. And honestly, it was some things that she even could have done, like, in her condition. Like, I feel like, personally, she could have sung, you know, on the replay, like, you know, like, some good old hits. But, you know, I know the audience of the Super Bowl really is mostly... Well, I'm not even gonna say that, because a lot of Rihanna, she has a lot of hits that everybody knows that she didn't sing. So I feel like she could have sang a lot more stuff. But yeah, we still love Rihanna, of course. What I could say for that was the Super Bowl is the Super Bowl halftime performance was not what I expected it to be, because I really did come there with high expectations. Let's talk about Greek life, because when it comes down to it, y'all, honestly, being in Greek life for literally almost a year, my Zeta Diversity is coming out, but being in Greek life for literally almost a year has really made me realize that there's a lot more people than you know that are just in it for the t-shirt. Literally almost every org, if I'm like, correct me if I'm wrong, but every D9 organization is based upon scholarship, service, and like brotherly or sisterly love, or like, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I mean, I know mine is. Let's stop talking about Miss Burger King like she's nasty. I don't know if your Burger King is nasty, but me personally, every time I get me some Burger King in the state of South Carolina, wherever I've gone in the state of South Carolina, it will always hit, period. They literally have like the biggest burgers, and I really respect them for that, because ain't nobody really doing it like that. Ain't nobody really doing it like that, and I respect them for that. Cause sometimes sometimes you want a big burger. And honestly, their fries hit too, but a lot of times, I don't know what's wrong with their fries, but their fries always get cold, like after 5 seconds coming out the fryer. Like, I don't know what's wrong with them fries. Burger King, if you ever see this, fix that, cause I don't know what that is. But when you get that Hershey pie from Burger King, oh, that's gonna hit. Me personally, getting shoes and purses from DH Gate is a-okay with my book, because honestly, the average Joe is not, unless your jump man is jumping the other way and your swoosh is swooshing upside down, or your color is just way off. Like, I just feel like if it's a good quality dupe, then work. But like, no, for real, because the average Joe is not gonna walk around and be like, those colors are just a little 2 points off on a Pantone. Like, nobody's gonna do that. Nobody's gonna do that. I'm not gonna lie, I have been seeing some creators, and black creators at that, be getting like black owned brand stuff, like Telfars and stuff off of DH Gate. Number one, they shouldn't even be producing that, and number two, like, you shouldn't be buying that, especially as a black person. Like, are you for real? Telfar, you can get however many Telfars you want when that back security come out. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that is sacred for a reason, babe. We gotta keep the black owned stuff off of DH Gate. And no, that does not count Jordans, because Jordans ain't really black owned. Honestly, I just feel like that's the name and they just kind of run it for him. But I mean, I don't know the facts, but I feel like that's what the case is. I was so sad when I was scrolling on TikTok and I seen a girl talking about some, oh, I got a Telfar off of DHK. Are you for real, girl? Y'all can dupe these racist companies, but not Telfar, babe. Not Telfar. Not Brandon Blackwood. Not Telfar. None of that, please. Oh, and also, on top of that, for the girls who be starting their boutiques and just be slapping their own logo on their stuff that they know Jisoo Woo made, because these vendors love stealing that stuff that Jisoo Woo and Shane Justin made and putting people and making people like, oh, you can put your own logo on it. Stop doing that too, because girl, you know you fell for that. And also, going back on that one, y'all need to stop trying to create your own Telfar for your brand. Don't stop. Like, it literally be the same tote bag. Like, it be that style, or it be like the size, the CISE store tote bags, and you just slap your logo on it. Babe, you're not innovative. I'm sorry to say, you're not. And that irks me to my core every time I see something like that. Like, I love start your business, babe, start your business, but that's the type of stuff where I'd be like, everybody don't need to start a business, because why are you just stealing somebody else's silhouette, especially a black person, stealing their silhouette and just slapping your logo on it? That's lazy. I'm not impressed with the current music scene, y'all. I feel like these newcomers are just copy after copy after copy, and don't get me wrong, there's some good people now, but I feel like these newcomers are just like copy after copy after copy, and I feel like the old heads in the music industry aren't even making the music like how they used to make it. Like, babe, you're an old head for a reason. There's a reason why he didn't fall off the face of the earth. Like Drake. Nah, I love me some Drake, y'all, but Drake and I don't know. I'm not even gonna say the next person, because y'all gonna dox me for sure, but y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. Like, it's a lot of people who fit that category, like, of old heads in the music industry who just don't do it like how they do it no more. And it's like, how you just gonna, the young folk is beating you. Like, you supposed to be head of the game. Like, I feel like I understand like people leaving the church but staying with God, and I understand like how religion is forced upon people, but I mean like, and how religion in specific like works with certain people and like certain churches and stuff. But however, I feel like if you want to call yourself an effective Christian, I feel like you do need to be in some type of church, because I very much love God, and honestly, I mean, if I want to be real, haven't really gone to a church since the whole pandemic started, like a lot of people, and a lot of people still haven't gone back, but I found a church home that I want to be involved in and that I want to go to every Sunday, and that's the least you can do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, and I understand like, oh, okay, you find God for yourself, but I feel like having that church community helps you stay a little bit more grounded. Off-campus apartments, and I hope y'all hear me, are a scam. You can pay for your own one-bedroom apartment for the same, mind you, this whole one-bedroom apartment that everything's for you. You don't share it with nobody. I mean, unless you share with your boo. But you know what I'm saying? You can have your own kitchen, downstairs, bathroom, bedroom, closet, stairs, whatever you got. Like, you can have your own thing for the same amount that people are sharing with 3 other people for. That doesn't make any sense. Why am I paying $700 for my own room, my own bathroom, okay, but a shared living space, like, you know what I'm saying, and a shared kitchen space? Like, it don't even be like a big enough cabinet space or refrigerator space or whatever enough for 4 people. Like, that don't make no sense. These off-campus housings, they need to be stopped. They need to be stopped, because I'm paying $700 for 1/4 of the space that I live in, when I could be paying $700 for one place. But see, the good apartments don't be close to school, and it's like, darn, a person like me, I be late sometimes, you know, sometimes more than others, and you know, God's working on me with that. But however, it don't make no sense for these apartments to be like this. And then on top of sharing 1/4 of a space with other people, maintenance is not good, management is terrible. The place where I'm at, I ain't want to say it because I don't know if I say it they're gonna sue me or whatever, but like, you know what I'm saying, like, it don't be worth it. It really don't be worth it, and that's exactly why I'm moving back on campus next semester, because you haven't been. Also, for me to be paying all this money and for me to not be able to choose my own roommate is crazy to me. Like, they could put your stuff in a little roommate questionnaire or whatever, but honestly, do they probably even go by that? Probably not. Sometimes you just need to choose who you're gonna live with and actually like pray, you know what I'm saying, and meet these people, because a lot of these people is not. We just had to get rid of a roommate when we first moved in. Social media will be the death of a lot of y'all, because a lot of y'all, y'all rely so much on social media. And I know me, I'm a scrolling girl. Like, you know, I'll scroll all day, and that's really bad. But however, social media don't ruin my life. A lot of y'all, social media ruins y'all life. That's where y'all literally get everything that you do from, mannerisms. And don't get me wrong, like, you know, sometimes I talk in TikTok too, but a lot of y'all, it's like y'all robots. Y'all don't have no soul, no actual comprehension, personality skills. Like, make up your own sentence, make up your own phrase. This PWI versus HBCU debate stops in 2023. Matter of fact, it stopped in 2022. There's no way we're still having this conversation. For example, when that whole Jamie Lynn girl thing went on, and I was a main one who posted about that on Instagram, and it got heck of views. I see a girl come and comment under my post talking about, this is why y'all should have chosen HBCU. Girl, what? Because at the end of the day, once we both finish our 4 years at our respective HBCU or PWI, we're going into the white man's world. So either way, one of us is going to be more prepared to deal with that. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, babe, but it's not you. We all gonna be black at the end of the day. We gonna be black at the end of the day. I don't get it. Like, we both black at the end of the day. We both gonna have the same degree at the end of the day. The world gonna operate how it operate because we're black. And honestly, when people be like, oh, well, if I went to HBCU and you went to PWI and we both got the same degree in like marketing per se, then they're going to choose you. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Because honestly, they're going to look at it and they're going to say, wow, they're both black. That's pretty much all I got, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any more unpopular opinions, go ahead and put them down below, because, you know, I love to talk. I love to see what you guys think. I love to see how you guys think. I will see you guys in the next video. So make sure you guys subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. And yeah.
She don't want my love, I guess I gotta move.